Hello, beautiful world. It's your girl, Princess Fee, and we are back at it with another episode of Road to Higher Self. I wasn't certain if I was going to do a message of the day or if I was going to just come on here and do story time. I'm honestly shocked with the amount of views that the story time video got. I definitely have a lot of stories that I can come on here and share. Today, I'm more so just wanting to get a message across just because that's what I've been feeling in these past few days. Yesterday was Mother's Day and I definitely enjoyed it. I had a great Mother's Day, but I'm also very tired. Like, I'm tired now. My voice is going away. Like, it's just not giving what I usually want to give, you know? But I still wanted to come on and share something that's been helping me, like, currently. So if you haven't already noticed, this episode or this message is going to be titled, Give Yourself Some Tea. In here, I have some tea in this beautiful cup of mine. And as you see, I like multiple teas mixed together just because, like, I like my tea to be very strong. Like, I like my tea like I like me. Strong, yet delicious. Yeah, so I'm just going to get right into this video. I am Princess V, the creator of Love Clearly. Here on my platform or any platform that you find me on is all about growth and evolvement by aid of personal empowerment and divination. Every platform that you may want to find me on is going to be listed in the description below. If you're feeling my vibe, if you like the flow, if you like what's going on this channel, feel free to subscribe because this is just the beginning. So today's message is all about get yourself some tea. And T stands for time, energy, and attention. Give yourself that. And I had to really give myself that this weekend. I was kind of still getting off of being sick, yet with Mother's Day weekend coming up, I still wanted to, turn up and live my best life. And I guess throughout that process, I ended up draining myself after. So now I'm in this recharge mode. Like, I'm taking it slower today. I honestly didn't get any cleaning from this weekend done because my niece and nephew came over. Things just started happening, and fast forward to Monday, and here I am just taking it easy, baby. Taking it easy because, honey, we got one life to live, and it is our choice on how we live it. And that kind of takes me into my little tip number one that has to go with the message of give yourself some tea. So with T standing for time, energy, and attention, the time part, the number one part, is all about remembering that your world outside of the internet matters. What you do behind closed doors, that actually matters. And we can spend all day scrolling. That is the new normal. Everybody's scrolling, everybody's watching something. But at the end of the day, if your personal life is chaotic, it's something you don't like, something you're like, oh my God, like this is just not where I want to be at, take some time on it. Spend some time really figuring your world out, getting your environment to a place where you want it to be at. I've done that work already. So for me, I'm just more so enjoying it. I am starting to spend more time. I've been doing this before I started coming back on social media and things like that. But it also is something I don't want to lose, which is spending some time off my phone. Like, no phone, just spending time with myself. I might watch a movie, I might watch a show or whatever the case is, but I'm not on my phone talking to someone, like trying to like post some content. Like, no, because right now, like, especially with the flow of which I see my life going, I don't want to be someone that's so caught up in the content creating lifestyle. It can be very stifling. It's very stifling to sit there and have to worry about what you're going to record every single day, worry about editing, worry about posting, worry about followers, worry about this, like it's too much for me. Like, I have to remember that I still enjoy me, so I have to spend some time with me. So my first tip to giving yourself some tea would definitely be to know that your world matters outside the internet. So give yourself some time. Give yourself that undivided, like, what are we doing? Like, where do we want to go? Like, let me really like exclude the outside world and focus on the internal world. And after that, for me, would be number 2 is attention. And I'm sorry, number 2 is energy for E, T.E.A. So number 2 is energy. So I really want to get more into, which I did really well all of last year, but this year's been like a worldly emotional roller coaster ride, and I've just been cruising. I've just been cruising up and down. Like, nothing's really knocked me off the actual ride. It's just been like going with the flow, So number 2 would be that meditation is key. And meditation, people like to think meditation is when you sit there and you can picture all these wonderful things in your mind. I'm clairvoyant 110%. Like, I can do that. But that's not really what I'm talking about, because not everybody can meditate in that capacity. By meditation, I mean giving yourself some concentrated breathing. Really practicing just focusing on your breath and doing it for at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes of just closing your eyes and breathing. If you can't do 20, do 15, do 10, do 5, do 2 minutes. Whatever it is that can really help, like, make you feel a bit more energized. And every time I would meditate, I'd come out of it like, dang, like, I feel better. And there was a study done, and this is after I already got into meditation, a lot of the stuff, but there was like a study done that showed people who had like different issues internally, like whether it was like anxiety, whether it was like a disease, or whether it was like anything that was causing them trouble internally. They were going through it, like mind all messed up. They're on all types of pills for different beliefs. Like, it's just a lot of crazy things happening. And someone did a study, I believe it was Joe Dispenza. I don't know how to say his last name. Just know I have his book, and I'm about to get into that book. I'm just finishing up my other one. But basically, he's mentioning, or he did a study on how he did a scan on people's brains before and after, like doing some real guided meditation for a long period of time. And literally just by breathing, by inspired breathing and breathing correctly, because we weren't really taught the proper way to breathe. When we do like great deep breathing, where like as we inhale the stomach expands, as we exhale it, like it comes, like it goes in, it collides. I don't know the way. It's just no. Basically, when you breathe in, your stomach's supposed to get bigger. When you breathe out, it gets smaller. It should be like this movement of energy within your body, and as you do that, it helps to kind of calm the chaotic mind and to slow it down and to kind of give it better positive sparks of energy or positive brain waves or something. That I don't know the full research. You can study it yourself and find out more about it. I just really want to like get across that the energy that you give yourself, it always comes back for you, like whether it's good or bad. And I've danced in the bad energy for a long time, and even though I've always been outgoing and positive, behind closed doors I'd get a hard on myself, like, oh, you didn't do this, you should did that, oh, this person did that, oh, they looking at you like this. Like, I'd always get so like really ready to drill on myself, and I had to just be like, listen girl, like, don't do this, because we've came a long way and we're going to continue to go a long way. So that's why me wanting to come on here and share more of myself, it's really just because I've mastered my own version of life, and I've mastered my mind in a way where it's been working for me, and it continues to work for me. And the third is something that I've been doing long before I even knew I was doing it, which is self-care. Self-care is the best care. And this is giving yourself the attention, meaning painting your nails, doing your hair, doing like going for a walk, taking care of your skin, but giving yourself some physical attention. We're always giving attention to the outside world. We're always focused on something else. We're always doing something externally. I'm wanting to push the narrative of going internally as well. Not everything has to be so external. Some things can begin from the inside out. And even right now, my sister honestly was like, oh, you don't really have to record today. You've been working really hard. Like, you can just take some time for yourself. Your voice is going out. Like, you're not 110% yet. So give yourself some time. Like, no one would fault you. And I could have. But I was like, nah, like, I'm not doing that. Like, I know right now, like, if I feel a message is on my heart, it is my job to share it. If I don't feel like sharing, trust me, I won't. Like, trust me, I'm very, very much secured within myself. But I've also realized that my wisdom shouldn't be just for me anymore, especially since I've been growing myself in a way where if anyone was to adapt any of my perspectives and do certain things that I do, it would only benefit them. And even right now, like I literally, today is my hair wash day. I just washed my hair. It's not how it normally is, or this is how it used to, well, because I've been actually braiding my hair every night, so I kind of like help pull out my curls, but this is how I used to wear my hair all the time. Like, I literally would just wash and go, like just wet it up, go to work, call it a day. But I'm evolving, I'm changing, and I'm doing new things, and I feel like a part of that is showing up for the community, the collective as a whole, the world, anybody that's following me, that's wanting more insight on not even just my life, but on ways to do it themselves. And I understand a lot of us, we're just more so just going through life, just trying to find something to give us a break from our reality. And I understand that. But I want to also encourage anyone watching that your reality is your reality for a reason. Try your best to make it work for you and make it so that you enjoy your space, your time, your environment. So don't forget to give yourself some tea. And the only reason why I'm not drinking my tea right now is because I literally just got home. I just made this. It's still warm. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Whew, it's definitely still hot. It's hot as heck. So I'm gonna let this cool down a bit. I just can't wait to drink it. I actually might just sip through it a little bit. But yeah, give yourself some tea. Give yourself that time and energy and attention and that alignment of self. You deserve it. I don't care what you've done, where you're going, who you are, what your perspective is. You deserve some love. You deserve some attention. You deserve to be empowered. And I am going to be going on a journey of empowering women a lot more, mainly because I am a woman and I've been really feeling pulled on my heartstrings to help empower single moms especially. I'm a woman, yes, but I'm a single mom as well. And I'm honestly wanting to empower everyone, whether you're male or female, but I also don't want to sweep my, I guess, version of the world under the rug. Like, I don't want to sweep being a woman under the rug. I don't want to sweep being a mother under the rug. I don't want to just empower the collective, but let whoever is not feeling empowered not get it. Like, I know for me, and one of the reasons why I'm starting with single mothers first is because as I was going through my journey, when I found that I was pregnant, after I had my daughter, even like going through up to now I'm seeing that they're having this new thing called single mom by choice. Like, they actually go and like go to like the donor places and things like that to have a kid on their own. And I'll share my perspectives on that later on, but I'm talking about the single moms that didn't really choose to get pregnant, but chose to keep the baby, and encouraging them. And I know when I was looking for encouragement, I didn't really see it. All I saw was negative narratives and women crying and just this really low vibrational state. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. Like, I'm human. There are times where I'm like, oh, I could be doing this if I didn't have a daughter, but I never ever sit in that because I feel so whole. I feel so fulfilled. Like, I'm definitely in a better space than I was prior to having my daughter. I'm in a way better space. I'm way more genuinely happy. Like, I'm way more in my femininity. I'm way more in my childlike energy. I'm feeling like my old self. I'm doing things that feel so familiar now. And I feel like we don't get enough flowers. We don't get enough love. Like, people love to like point fingers at single moms as like just the worst, most toxic thing that you can encounter, but it doesn't always have to be that way. I'm not saying we're all the greatest ever out there, but we also need someone to help show us that it doesn't have to be so bad. If all we see is the negative light about being a single mom, we can't help but just continue to live in that space of just being hard on ourselves and seeing ourselves as the worst ever. And that's not what I'm here to share. And I'm not wanting to give any insight on like any empowerment for any self-gain. I'm not on that, because there's nothing I can gain out of someone else feeling better about themselves. If anything, I get happy and I'm like, bro, keep going. Like, don't stop. And it's going to be a phase. It's going to be, first, of course, my beautiful single woman. After my single woman, it's going to be, it'll be my single mothers. Then it will be women in general, like women in general getting it, because honey, I'm a girl's girl all day, every day. I love women. I feel like I love seeing a woman just stand in her power and just like head held high, looking her best, like not even worrying about who's around her. But then I also want to empower men as well. And the only reason why men are on the back burner, or the last that I'm calling on, is because right now, the things that I've been seeing about men and how they're handling us, and how now we're no longer like, we don't really get any type of like credit for a lot of things. Like, I'm seeing women just slowly get pushed into a small box, and I'm here to break that box and be like, no, you can't box anybody, much less the woman. Okay, we're over it, we're done with it. And I feel like I'm the right person for the job, because honey, we could go at it. I could debate you till I'm blue in the face. I am divine feminine in its truest form. So if you wanna chop it up, we could chop it up, okay? But that's for a whole nother video, which you will be seeing soon. I just wanted to come on here and just give some love to my followers, to the viewers, to whoever is tapping into this video. So let's just quickly recap. Don't forget to give yourself some tea, some time, energy, and attention. You deserve it, okay? Number one, the world that you live in, it matters more than this internet world. Your world matters. What your environment is, it matters. Make it work for you. Number two, meditation is key. Even if you don't have all this stuff in your head that you can just envision so easily, just focus on your breath. Do it for at least 20 minutes. I guess you can minimize it as much as you need to, but just work your way up to 20 minutes. Then self-care is the best care, baby. How do you take care of you? How you do that? Keep doing it, because when you do it, it really benefits you in the long run. So I am your girl, Princess V. I am the creator of Love Clearly. Here we focus on growth and evolvement by aid of personal empowerment and divination. And I am just going to quickly pull a little card that says Temperance. Temperance wanted to come out. So if you don't know, I'll let you know. Temperance is all about the flow of energy. Going with the flow, but working it for your highest and greatest good. That's always what I'm here to do. If you ever see me have to check somebody, just know I'm doing it out of love. I'm doing it out of love. Sometimes you got to hear by yourself out of love. But really, I want everyone to be empowered in who they are and know that this is their life's journey. This is their perspective. Everyone has their own. You pick and choose what you like. If you like it, I love it. If you don't, It be like that sometimes. Okay, it be like that sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Again, I hope you subscribe. I hope we see each other more, and maybe meet again. Bye.